Hi, I'm Louise Harris, Last Research and Editing and Christian Marketing Experts. And this week on The Last Word, we're going to be talking about opportunities. When you're in business, or even when you're a writer, there's always ways that opportunities whisper in your ear. But this week, I wanted to mention my son. My son Alex is about to graduate from college. Next Sunday, he will be a college graduate in his field of data analytics. So he is starting out the world and ready to take on the big data that is accumulating daily on the internet and in businesses, and he's going to look for those opportunities, and he's going to find a job in his field, and he's going to start calculating data and start finding the information that's going to save all of our lives. My son Alex wants to collect data from storms like hurricanes and tornadoes, and he's going to do great, and he will find a job in his field. So right now he's unemployed. He's still working in his job that he had through college, but he is not working in his field. But he is young, and he's going to take on the world, and he's going to get that job that he wants, and he's going to be great at it. But let's also talk about if you're a small business owner or a writer. If you're a writer, there are opportunities that come along periodically that you might not realize. Someone might be saying, hey, I think I need some help writing a book, and I've heard that you're a professional writer. Could you help me write this book? And maybe all they need is advice, but maybe they actually need somebody to ghostwrite. Whichever it is, you should follow up with that question and see the opportunity where it might be. You might also be pitched on LinkedIn. I know recently I had a company in India that asked me if I wanted to help them sell their business in the United States. I am a little frightened about this because I don't really like to sell, but it is in the publishing field, and I think I could probably do what needs to be done to get those sales, and then I would get a percentage of the project. So let's say it's a 250 word page book. I would get $2 per page to edit, and they would charge only 50 cents, and then I could keep $2. So I see it as an opportunity. It's a little frightening, but I'm going to go for it anyway, because if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but I could get some money out of it. But you also should check out some opportunities in business. For example, what if your competitor is better at something than you are, and you want to get into that field? In Christian Marketing Experts, we've recently had a bad experience with a web developer. He was taking way too long to build a website, and he wasn't doing high quality work. But our competitor was able to create a dummy website for a potential client in a matter of days. So here's the opportunity. Do we collaborate with that competitor and try to each get a piece of the pie, or do we just keep trying to be a competitor and stay away from him? My thinking is, if they're doing website design better than we are, we funnel all of our clients to them to do website design, and then when they need help with a particular area of marketing where they're weaker, then they would funnel those people to us. We're not all experts in every single thing, and we do need to build relationships, and that means that you also have to build relationships with your competitors. It sounds like it would actually hurt your business, but in the long run, it probably would give you a lot of referral business. But that's an opportunity that I'm still considering. I have not approached this other company, but I think it would help us both. And then there's opportunities that you might not know because you don't do the legwork necessary. You don't find out if a person needs something or is having struggles. I recently reached out to a pet sitter who, in a listing, I found her name, and she did not have a website listed in the listing. So I asked her about it. I said, do you have a website, and are you happy with your marketing? At the time, she was a little standoffish because it was a cold text. But after I sent a couple of texts back to her, she warmed up to me. And then she realized I wasn't trying to sell her. I mean, I was, but I wasn't doing a hard sale. I was just asking her questions. And I told her, we're not going to change your website if you're happy with it. But I think this pet sitter might actually prove to be a good opportunity. It might not, but we'll see. I just have to keep talking to her and finding out what her problems are. I already found out that she is probably struggling, even though she didn't come right out and say that she was struggling. Because it occurred to me that last year during the pandemic, when everything was shut down, people did not allow strangers into their houses, and that probably included pet sitters. Then on the other hand, everybody was working from home, so they didn't really need pet sitters anymore. So she's probably struggling, although she didn't admit it. But I still see it as an opportunity. And you can do the same thing. You can look at business directories online and just strike up a conversation. It may not lead to anything, or it may lead to a big project. You do not know, but you don't want to close the door when an opportunity is knocking. So those are my tips today. I invite you to visit my website, www.lastresearchandediting.com, www.christianmarketingexperts.com, www.amazon.com/author/Louise Harris. If you have a question or an opportunity, you can put it in the comments section, and I will make sure I report it on another episode. If you have a book project that you need some help with, go ahead and email me or call me 480-370-3945, and even if I don't help you, I will give you advice on the phone, and you can use that advice however way you want. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and enjoy your opportunities.